Welcome back to the Panic Room, everyone, and to another tag video today. So we have the tag owl again today. He's feeling a little weird. We weren't planning on filming today, but the coolest thing happened. I was at work and you know, YouTube starts to notify you now, I guess when you've been mentioned in the little down bar, little box below, and I got like 3 today. So I had a bunch of my friends tag me in a bunch of different tags, and it's a wonderful problem to have. I love that. So I did think that it would probably be best if I sit down and knock a few of these out. I do like to batch film, so if you guys see the tag owl in his little frisky get up, that's why. First on the agenda today is Criminales, the reading habits tag. So this tag is actually rather short. There's only about 12 prompts and it seems pretty straightforward. So I have Criminales video pulled up on my phone, and prompt number 1. Do you have a certain place at home for reading? No. I would love to say that I read here in the Panic Room, but I really don't have a whole lot of room in here. It's not a giant room, and it does have a bookshelf, my setup behind me, and a desk. So there's really not a whole lot of room in here for a chair as of yet. But I do usually pace when I read. I'm sure I've mentioned that in past videos. So I walk around here in this house. It's the island in our kitchen. I don't know why. I do really enjoy pacing when I read, and that's usually downstairs. So I guess if I have a common place to read, it's that. All right, prompt number 2, a bookmark or random piece of paper. Well, I do have plans. I don't think it's going to be up yet by the time this video posts, but I do have plans for a bookmark haul video. I did a spring clean my bookshelf video. I'm pretty sure that's going to be up by the time this goes up. But it occurred to me when I was cleaning out my bookshelf that I have an absolutely atrocious collection of bookmarks. They were awful, and they were just incredibly random, and most of them were actually from my childhood. So after that video, I kind of took it upon myself to rectify that situation, and I contacted this wonderful individual by the name of Howling Hearts Book Club. I will put his info down below, but he does have an Etsy shop where he makes amazing horror bookmarks. You can see some of those are behind me. There's one of them right there, and then there's a few in my little chip here where I keep a lot of my bookmarks. So, and he's really hooked me up. So my bookmark collection is far better now, and it's actually really enjoyable to pick out like the bookmark that fits whatever book I'm reading. For example, when I was reading this like folk horror collection, I used this guy, which is the Burning Man bookmark. Because, I mean, come on, folk horror, Burning Man, like Wicker Man, it fits, right? So yeah, that's my answer for that. I'm actually getting far more into bookmarks. So, and like I said, I should have a like bookmark haul video, if not already up, then coming soon. All right, so prompt number 3. Can you just stop reading, or do you have to stop after a chapter or a certain amount of pages? You know, my first thought was, oh, I can just stop reading. That's really not true. If I'm honest with myself, I usually try to get to like a chapter break or a page break. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Like they usually have like a cute little doodad or something to separate like little interim parts inside of chapters. I'm not so hardcore that I have to get to the next chapter, but I do usually try to wait for one of those. Prompt number 4, do you eat or drink while reading? Yes, because I usually have my meals while I'm doing something else, just because I'm very busy. Like, I prep lessons in the morning for my job while I'm having breakfast. You know, I will read while I'm cooking dinner, you know, stuff like that. So yes, now, there are obviously certain foods that don't lend themselves well to that. Like I'm not going to make a mess on my books. So if I think that's going to happen, then no, I won't. But yeah, I usually don't do just a meal. And I know that's probably not very healthy, but that's just the way it is for me right now at this particular time in my life. So yeah, I do actually, both of those. Number 5, multitasking, music or TV while reading. Not a lot. Music, I do like to put on like those, I guess you call them like study sounds maybe. You know, like rain or something like that in the background. Nothing with lyrics, nothing like that. As far as TV goes, no, I do not watch TV while reading. But, for example, like if Mrs. Horse or, you know, the boyfriend are watching something and I'm not into it, I will most definitely read. Like, I'll be sitting there on the couch, they'll be watching whatever, and I can be reading. You know, that doesn't bother me. But do I watch TV while reading? No. All right, prompt number 6, reading at home or everywhere. Literally everywhere. I don't care where it is. I will read everywhere. I think I forget where it was now, I'm probably in a vlog. I made the joke that I like to have bags or purses that are big enough to hold my book, but I legit don't care. I'll carry it. I will just carry my book. I don't care. I have kind of an anxiety because I'm afraid like I'll get somewhere and I'll need something to kill time. And I'm like, oh, but I only have 50 pages left in this book. Do I need to take 2? So I am that person. And I know most people probably do that with their cell phone, but for me, it's totally a book. Yes, I will read anywhere. Absolutely anywhere. All right, prompt number 7, one book at a time or several at once. One book at a time, which probably is going to lose me my booktuber card. But I don't know how you people do it. I really don't. I don't know if it's because I get so engrossed in my books. Like, I love to get lost in a world, and to jump from one world to another would just be very jarring for me. Like, it's all or nothing, baby. So yeah, I'm a one book kind of girl. I don't really jump around at all. And I don't think I ever have. I really don't. I'm pretty sure for as long as I can remember, it's always been one book at a time. All right, prompt number 8, reading out loud or silently in your head. Silently. I don't think I've read out loud since like the 1st grade. The only time I will read out loud is if I am like proofreading a document, then I will read out loud simply because it helps you to catch mistakes. But no, if I'm reading, it's silently in my head. All right, prompt number 9, do you read ahead or even skip pages? No. Who does that? Why would you do that? You're just ruining it for yourself. I don't know why you would do that. Why would you skip ahead? The journey is like the whole reason we're here. If you wanted to like jump ahead, you could just watch the movie. I'm kidding, obviously, but I really don't understand why you would do that. So no, I do not. All right, prompt number 10, breaking the spine or keeping it like new. This is why I love BookTube. Because before starting BookTube, I would have never thought about this. My first thing that I thought when I read this prompt was, I just opened the damn book. Maybe if I psychoanalyze that, maybe it's because I buy a lot of used books, so it's not as big of a deal to keep them like in pristine condition because they're not when they get to me. Maybe that's it. I don't know, but I legit thought when I read this, I was like, I just opened the damn book. So yeah, probably a cop-out, but that's my answer for that. All right, now prompt number 11, do you write in your books? Okay, not normally. However, if it is warranted, like for a reason, I will make a tiny mark. And before you go anywhere, before you have a heart attack, all my book lovers, allow me to show you. Okay, for those of you who watch my poetry videos, you know that I'm drawing from certain texts. Well, in order to keep from repeating the poems, and I know before you even say it, you're gonna be like, well, you could just go back and watch the video or title them better or whatever. I know I could. However, I'm not, so I will make just the tiniest little mark right there in pencil, mind you, to tell myself like which poem I have already read. Did anybody just stroke out because I wrote in my book? You know, but it occurred to me though, I have seen a lot of people who get used books, like vintage books, and they say that they like when they see like to John Smith on his birthday in 1996 or something like that. So it occurred to me that there's kind of a double standard there. Like, you don't want to write in it, but you might like it when you get a vintage copy that's been wrote in. You know, just something to think about. Just something to think about. All right, and prompt number 12, tag others. No, really, guys, if you want to do it, do it. I think Criminale said that this was an older tag, but yeah, if you want to do it, absolutely. You know, I've probably not been around long enough, if it is that old of a tag, to know who has and who hasn't done it, so yeah, not going to tag anyone. But guys, thank you for hanging out for another tag in the Panic Room. Please, if you enjoyed this, hit like, hit subscribe, it would really help me out. And until next time, Bye for now.